Are you looking to get out onto Lake Murray, or perhaps you're just trying to learn a little bit more about Lake Murray? Maybe you're thinking about moving to South Carolina and checking out Lake Murray and just trying to learn something more? Well, I'm Landon Loper here with Next Gen Real Estate, and I'll be showing you around a little bit of the lake today. Now, to give you an idea of where I'm at, this is going to be Baum Island. I'm basically right in the center of Lake Murray, and this island is famous for the Doolittle Raiders, the World War II practice bombings that went on here. Today it is a protected island. You can't walk on it, but at night and in the morning, the purple martin birds come in by the millions. You'll see all kinds of boats out here every night, just about in the summertime, watching them all fly in, and people come out here in the morning and watch them leave too. Now, the reason why I wanted to start out at Baum Island was to kind of give you an idea of where in the world I even am on this big lake, because it's one of the biggest lakes in the state. And a lot of people, if you're just unfamiliar with the area, you would have no idea where I'm at. So that's why I picked Baum Island to kind of give you an idea. If you go and look on Google Maps, you'll see, oh, there's Baum Island right in the center of the lake. Now from Baum Island, we're gonna head towards the Lexington side of the lake, which is gonna be this way. And I'm gonna take you to a neighborhood today called Spence Plantation. I think it's important for people, if whether you're looking to buy property on the lake or you're just trying to research Lake Murray in general, because I have people call me all the time trying to learn more and more about Lake Murray, and you don't really know what it's like until you're on the lake and trying to understand it from the lake side of the view. What are the homes really like on the lake? What's the life like really like on the lake? Where's the hangout spots, different things like that. So today, I just want to show you Spence Plantation, kind of give you an idea of what some really expensive homes look like on the lake. They're very nice. Of course, we got a wide range of homes here on Lake Murray. I mean, anywhere as cheap as you can find them for $400,000, and then they'll hit $4 million before you even know it. It's not a cheap lake at all, but it is a lake that if you time it right, you can get out here. But even if you don't want to live directly on Lake Murray, there's places that I can help you find that'll still get you close to the lake, to the boat ramps and everything. You don't necessarily have to be on the lake, but the most important thing is getting out on the lake. So today, let's head on to Spence's Plantation and we'll check it out. All right, so we have now made it to Spence Plantation. I wanted to drive to the end of the peninsula here to kind of show that we came from Baum Island, which is right out there now. We've come all the way across the lake to the Lexington side, and now we're at Spence Plantation. So you kind of can't miss Spence Plantation when you're on the lake because of this house right here. This house has got just a ginormous columns that wrap all the way around it and the porches that go all the way around it. It's one of those things when this house was built, you kind of can't never forget about it because it's on such a pretty piece of property. I mean, just look at their view. They got the whole Lake Murray almost to look at, so great view here. A lot of the homes here at Spence Plantation have great views. Now, looking into the cove right here, this cove is going to be the Spence Plantation Cove. It's shared with another neighborhood on the other side, but we're gonna have homes that wrap this way, and then that way we'll take you to the boat ramp and the neighborhood dock so you can see that as well. But I just want to kind of show you some of these gorgeous homes here on Lake Murray. Come a little bit deeper into the cove here. This is going to be the neighborhood boat ramp and the dock. This is how the whole neighborhood is going to get their access to Lake Murray. So if you got a boat, this is definitely a key important thing. Even if you don't live on the lakeside, right? You always having a neighborhood with lake access is obviously going to be a bonus. So you got a ramp and a dock there. You can just see the houses just continue on. We're gonna go a little bit deeper in this cove, and then we will head back out to the other side. So let's keep checking out these pretty homes. Coming back in from that big water, right, we're down towards the back of the cove, and again, this is still Spence's Plantation right here. These homes end about right here. That gate to the entrance of the neighborhood is going to be right here. So all these homes that you see this direction These are outside of Spence Plantation, even though they share the cove. They're not a part of the neighborhood, and a lot of new construction that's going on there. So at least good idea to at least see that and see how the architecture and everything. Those are really pretty too. But let's go ahead. We're going to head back out to the big water. So we're going to go back this way, head back out, and then we'll check out the other side of the neighborhood. Now that we've come back out of the cove, back into the big water here, we're coming around the peninsula. Again, we're back at the house with those big columns and that huge wraparound porch that goes around the whole house. When you start getting to this side though, you might see a little bit of these trees that are sticking out. That point goes way out. So if you're new to the Lake Murray, make sure you pay attention to the markers. While we are a very deep lake, these shoals will surprise you out of nowhere, especially at night. And it's just, they're not lit up at night, by the way, so you need to keep that in mind. But now that we're on the other side, these houses are not in the cove. They're gonna have a little bit of different view. There's gonna be big water views, obviously big money views too. And don't forget, this neighborhood does have plenty of interior homes, interior lots. They will be a lot less money, but they are definitely different and unique. You can really tell the difference between when some were built. You can kind of see that late 90s red brick vibe in here, and then you'll see some homes coming up when we get towards the end. These newer ones that were built are super pretty. The architecture is way insane. They go for a ton of money and have sold for a lot of money. But we've got to work our way out of this point right here because I got a marker right here. So I'm gonna have to go out and around it a little bit. So let's get on the other side and we'll continue checking out all these homes. Okay, a little bit of fun fact right here. Up until I was about 10th or 11th grade, I can't remember which, I actually lived in that house right there. We had a pool, everything, the dock. And yes, I used to live in Spence Plantation. That's not the reason why I wanted to show it off today, but just want to kind of show you how beautiful the neighborhood really is and just how different the neighborhood is. And no house is the same, that is for sure. Everybody's got their own flavor. But we're gonna keep wrapping around the point here, and we're almost gonna get to Sandy Beach. If you're unfamiliar with Sandy Beach, I got plenty of videos on that you'll be able to see. But there is a new one being built right here, so let's head and check that one. All right, well, that's gonna do it for us here on Lake Murray today at Spence Plantation here in Lexington, South Carolina. If you got any questions about that neighborhood or any questions at all about Lake Murray, I'm your guy to call. I've been here on Lake Murray my entire life. I actually use Lake Murray, go out on Lake Murray, sell on Lake Murray, of course, sell in Columbia. We do have another location at North Myrtle Beach. We serve the whole Grand Strand in South Carolina. So whether you're looking to get out near the lake or looking to get out to the salt, we can help you with both areas. whether it's investment properties, second homes, primary homes, however it sees fit for you. I'd love to be the one to help you out. So give me a call today. Again, I'm Landon Loper with Next Gen Real Estate, and I hope you had a good time here. But hey, it's hot, so I'm gonna go take a boat ride and get wet. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.